The Flying Lion says,
boys, hell is real.
2023 Supporter Shield champs.
So glad that I can be back with people who know that it's a Flying Lion.
It shows how much we all love this club.
Yeah, just a fan of the sport, you know.
It's definitely tougher to be an academy player than it is a pro.
Soccer is my favorite sport now.
Jersey swap.
Car of the week, trivia question of the week.
Welcome back to the Flying Lion podcast. We have a very exciting episode for you guys. We are joined by an FC Cincinnati club legend, the man with the golden left foot, a man who seemingly has been all around the soccer world and has now started his own soccer academy in Cincinnati, in addition to his role as a club ambassador. Manu Ledesma, welcome to the podcast.
Hello, Ryan. Hello, Samuel. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for this opportunity for me and then for the academy and for something about my history, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We just had, again, some questions for you tonight. We both are huge fans. Number one, we loved your time in the orange and blue, and we just love your passion for the team. You kind of share what all fans love about this club, and we appreciate that. But starting out in Argentina, we wanted to know, what was kind of the moment that you could look back on and say, that's why I started to play football in the first place?
First of all, thank you very much I'm really appreciating all of you guys and the fans for all the love that you show me. You still show me the love everywhere where I go, even when I go to the grocery and then wherever to make a grocery. That's amazing. That is something incredible. So thank you very much. And we're going to the question. It was my older brother. He was an amazing player too. And watching him playing, I think that was the number one thing that pushed me to try to play soccer, right? And then other thing is the ball. Just see the ball around, and then when I was a child, I was living in a poor city, with no money, sometimes no food, and then a lot of problems in the family. My fathers are like divorced, and then they fight to each other. My father was an alcoholic guy, and then he was fighting to my mom, and then I think I used the ball to stay away from that problems. That's what I'm saying. That's the why you see me on the picture kiss the ball, because I really love this toy. It was the best toy, and then it's still the best toy in my life. Like my favorite toy was a ball. That was the reason, I think so.
So Manu, growing up, did you play any other sports? Were there any other interests? I know obviously
No.
Soccer was like number one, but
just soccer. Yeah,
just
soccer. And then it's funny because where I growing up, sometimes we don't have a ball. And then the guy who have a ball, that was, we have to take care of that, If he play bad, we have to say he's an amazing player.
Was there any moments where you're like, you hit it over the fence and you're like, oh, like it's
yeah, and then you have for like a week. You have to claim it, and then oh no, can you give me the ball, please? And then a lot of the time, and then it's a time that you get out like a pair of socks, and then you make a ball, and then you play a lot of fun things, like we play in the street, and then the goal was 2 pieces of stones, and then it's beautiful. At that moment, so I didn't realize the situation because of the ball, because that toy just bring me joy, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think most of the guys use the ball in that way when they growing up, because you can see Maradona too. I'm not gonna be Maradona level. That no, I don't want to do that. But the thing is, he's growing up in a really poor city, and then if you see every picture where he were young, he was on a big smile, in the face, and that's what I think the ball bring to him. It's the same to me. It's the same to me. A simple ball, bouncing, kicking the ball, just having fun. That's it, man. The problems get away. And then after when you finish play soccer, and then you go back to your house, then you face the problems as no food. In the winter it's cold, and you don't have like like the correct blanket or whatever to cover yourself. But and I'm always looking next to my bed, and there was the ball, and then that's it.
It's
That's
like
it for
really
me.
your escape, and you can go and just
Yes,
do what you love doing.
yes,
I know you mentioned, Maradona, you mentioned your brother. What was either one of those like your idol growing up then playing football?
yeah. My brother was the first. I was always try to be like him, and then try to learn about him. And then that was the tricky point because I was too young and then I want to play with them. He's like 6 years older than me.
Hmm.
But like when I was 10, 11, I want to play with them. And then was like 16, 17. So the difference is big. So my brother said to me, "You want to join the game? Okay, we don't play for fun. We play for win. So they're going to kick you, they're going to push you, they're going to kill you. So you have to be ready for that. If I see you crying, you move away." So yeah, they kill me. And then I think that was the place where I understand to move faster and then try to pass the ball and move around because the kicks was like hard kicks, and then very painful.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure. With that, do you think? I think obviously, playing in Argentina, like growing up there, and then finally, like you get to go to Europe, right? Is that like how did the mentality, like you talk about, playing soccer in Argentina to Europe, playing for, QPR, Genoa, Middlesbrough, like all these other clubs in Europe, like what was the difference of play, from growing up in Argentina to Europe?
That is a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful question because everything began before that. So when I was 13-year old, I was playing for Estudiantes de La Plata, which is a team from Argentina in the academy. And then I was playing 20 minutes in the whole year,
Hmm.
right? And then I was living there with the guys who's coming from another states and then whatever because I don't have a money, I don't have food in my house. And then the plan was Monday to Friday, you stay here, you sleep in here, you go to the school. Saturday after the game, you go back to home. Okay. So, 13-year old, I playing just 20 minutes in the whole year, and the coach said to me, "Manu, it's better if you go to the school because soccer is not for you,
Hmm.
right?" And then that was something that at that moment didn't make a noise on me, like put me down. So it's take me in the other way, like push me a little bit, like, "Come on, wake up, wake up." And then, like a year later, a year and a half, I went to another tryout because I was always playing soccer in the street, and the same man who bring me there, he just get a ride to my house, say, "We are going to make another tryout to Defensa y Justicia, it's another club. Say, do you want to come?" Say, "Yeah, it is a
Yeah.
soccer game. Yeah, I go."
Yeah, done. I'm there.
And the funny thing that I say is I don't have any clicks with me. I say, "I don't mind. I have him in the back, I can give you one." Okay.
Sure.
I play that game and then I score 4 goals.
Oh, wow.
And the coach say, "Wow, okay, we need to take a look of this guy." But for me, it was nothing special, just a normal game.
Yeah.
And then they say, "We want to see you again." And then we make another tryout, and then I score 3 goals. And then he say, "Wait. We are going to keep this guy here." But I'm playing as a child to them. And then the guy who bring me there, we explain that he don't have money, he don't have food, he need to stay in the house. And then it was an agent down there. He say, "I will take care of him. So I can put him in this house, and then I will take care of him
That's
with the
nice.
other
Yeah.
guys, right?" And then he give me the correct mentality, like, "You don't come here. This is not Estudiante La Plata. Like everything's bigger. No, 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 no. You need to win. What you get here, you need to use it down there. So you get uh, food here to eat. Okay, now you need to spend all your energy inside there because this is the only way that you're going to succeed." And then I get it that way, right? And
Mhm.
he said to me, "Remember why estudiantes kick you away? Yeah. Okay, now you have to use it and then express yourself inside there, have fun inside there, and then I'm going to provide you whatever, like cleats, whatever. And yeah, a couple of years later, we won the best team in the league, our division. And then we beat them. We play against Estudiantes, and then in their house, and then we beat them 3-1. I scored 2 goals and make 1 assist.
Wow.
Right? I scored an amazing free kick. Right? After the game, the assistant coach of them, he's come to me. He say, "What amazing goal you scored! What amazing game you play!" And then I say, "You see, sometime in the life you need a luck." And then I went inside to the changing room. Right? So after that, I see the potential of me. Right? And then I start to like moving forward,
gaining confidence, and
getting confidence. And then after that, I received a call from the under 17 from the national team, Argentina national team. That say, wow, right? And from that moment, I realized that something in me, on me, it was like so powerful. But that power becomes better when somebody say to me, "Manu, you are not good enough," right? So
you need that fuel. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. And this agent, he know that, and he bring a new player, right? A new player to Defensa y Justicia on my position. And because I was listening, he say, "This is better than Manu, for sure." But he know I was listening, right? And then I say to me, "Okay, no worries. I will take care of this." But behind that, he have a friend who was an agent in Italy that he was coming to see me, but he didn't know about that. So that's the why he pushing me in that way. So this guy from Italy is coming, saw me in the training session during the games, and then playing so well. He say, "Wait, we need to move this guy to Italy." And then I start to make all the papers, like Italian passport, whatever, because I have the parents. And then we moved to Italy.
How young
Right?
were you when you moved?
No, I just moved for a tryout. I was
for the tryout, right?
15, 16
wow.
year old. Yeah. It was my first time in a fly, far away from just me, right?
Sure.
It was just me. My mom and my dad, they had to sign a paper, whatever, just me and another guy. And then we went there for a week and a half, I think so. Yeah. We played for Vicenza at that moment, was the second division of Italy, to play a tournament. I've been the top scorer in the whole tournament that we play with the Vicenza, and the other guy was the player of the tournament. But that was the first time that Vicenza won that tournament, and they've been playing a lot. Okay, we come back. Vicenza said, "Yeah, we won this guy." Okay, but at the same moment, this guy take a video and share with his friend, which was a Lazio. And then I come back to Argentina, continue to do it, and then my agent say again, "Now you have to go to Italy again, but now you go to Lazio." Say, "What?" "Yeah, you have to go to Lazio for a tryout." Cool. Went there again. That now at this point was just me, not the other guy, just me. We went there. I stayed with in the Lazio facility, training with the reserve team. Have a dinner with the first team. That was amazing. And then I killing it again, right? And the last to say, "Yeah, we want this guy." But his best friend of this agent, he was the sport director of Genoa. And in a conversation, he said, "Yeah, we got these guys come from Argentina. Lazio won't say we are going to sign this week." He said, wait, no. Bring it to Genoa. I want to see that guy first." And we went to Genoa. I killing it again, right? But at that point, I never thinking about contract. I never thinking about money. I just enjoy the moment.
Just want to play. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to play. That's it.
Right.
And then I didn't realize the impact, and then Genoa signed me by the transfer, by my transfer to Defensa y Justicia, and then I moved to Italy at a 17-year-old, 18-year-old, yeah. And then it started everything, yeah.
That's impressive.
crazy.
Yeah. I mean, and moving around so much at that young of an age as well.
Yeah, and then I get mad when a coach say to a guy, You are not good enough. No, that's a lie.
Right.
That is the easy way, right? Everybody want to get a Messi, right? No, no. Some guys have the potential inside. The difficult part is work on it. Find that guy, right? And then you have to work in a lot in the mentality of the guys, right? Because they need to realize that this is the game, first of all, right? Everybody are allowed to make mistakes, okay? The important thing is the reaction. So what I say to my guys, little guys, everything become from here, right? But not because I read a book, because I've been in that situation, right?
Right.
I can teach them by something that happened to me. It's
Sure.
not by reading a book. No.
Experience.
Nobody say that to me. I was in real life for me, right? And then it's something. If you want something, not just in soccer, you have to go for it. But you have to be ready to tough moments, right? Tough moments.
You got me wanting to run through a brick wall right now, Manu. Like I'm like pumped up.
Sorry, man, but yeah.
Right,
No,
Ryan's gonna put the
I think
cleats
it's
back
great.
on. Yeah.
Like I'm ready to go out and play with you. Going from your experience, in Europe and with all those bigger clubs there, coming back to FC Cincinnati, and I know, you were at Cosmos first, but then the idea gets pitched to you about Cincinnati. What were your impressions of coming here?
That was amazing. When I know the idea, it was amazing. At the beginning, it was a challenge, because it's funny because every single question have an history. So when I went to Cosmos, I went for a tryout for 1 month, and then I was coming from Europe, long career, playing the bigger clubs, but doesn't matter. I went there for a tryout. Supposed to be 1 week. I stayed 1 month. Okay. And when I signed the contract with Cosmos, it was Gio Savarese and Luke Sassano, like the sport director and the coach. We signed for 3 months contract. And Gio said to me, Manu, we are going to sign you for 3 months. We are waiting for another player. If that player is coming and giving more than you, we are going to pay you the contract, but you're going to stay away. And then we're back again. That is the best thing that he can say to me, because that pushed me, like, wake up, right?
Yeah.
And then I was living in a hotel that wasn't like it wasn't restaurant, nothing, just a room. Me and another guy, Colombian guy, Jose Najera. He was on trial too. So as soon as I start playing with the Cosmos, right? The first game that I played from the start of 11, I'm scored a winner goal against San Francisco Delta. Was a chip to the keeper, was an amazing goal. And then from there, everything changed. Because after that, I started scoring goals, making assists, man of the match. One day, the sport director, Luke Sassano, called me and say, Manu, you need to prepare your luggage and everything because we need to change the hotel. I say, why? Because Rocco, the owner, called me and say, you can't stay there anymore. But it's a problem. No. You need to move to a better hotel with its kitchen, with its a restaurant there. You're going to pay your food and then blah, blah, blah. Okay, say, and what's going on with Jose Najera? And he say, no, you got to go. And he had to go back home,
Oh, wow.
And then I say, yeah. And then I say, no, where I'm staying now, I'm okay. I get the food from the training sessions. After the training session, we have food. I get a package of food with me, and then we take it home. We share everything, and we have fun. So I say that to Jose, and every day that we talk, every time that we talk, he reminds me that, and then I say, yeah, I were in your situation too. So I try to help you. At the end of the day, he was getting the contract with Cosmos B. So yeah, and then my mind was, why they change the hotel right now? Right? Why they want to change? No, that's okay. Leave it like that. But we lost the final with San Francisco. I think it 2-1 or 3-1 at the end. I don't remember. But after that game, I was so mad, like really really mad in the reception of the hotel. We're playing away in San Francisco, and then it was a guy who's coming, Oscar, and say, "Look, Cincinnati won you, and then better contract, better city, whatever." And then I just turned around to Gio. Gio Savaresi was taking a conversation with another guy. Just went to him. He stand up, and then I shake his hand and say, "Thank you very much," because you don't even realize, but you push me by saying 3 months.
Mhm.
You push me. You encourage to me to make better. And then I move into Cincinnati, and now I'm falling in love with this city. So thank you very much, Gio.
Yeah, just like us all, right? Yeah.
Yes, man. Yes, man. Yes, I'm falling in love with this city. I love this city so much. I've been around the world. I've been living in big cities, capitals, whatever. But I love this city. I really love this city because I get from the city, from the fans, what I give. I give my all, and
Right.
they give to me. They give it to me. They all too, and that means staying like in the grocery store and then touch me and say, "What's going on?" and say, "No, I just want to say thank you very much for everything what you did for the club, for the fans, and whatever." And then that's it. I'm win, man.
Yeah.
I'm the most rich guy in the world because of that, right? Because this is what we get when we left this war. This is what we get, memories. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Money, material things, that no chance. It's gonna stay here, in the war, in the real war. When we pass to another life, we don't take just memories. That's it. We just take memories. That's it.
Yeah, now here you are, many years later after joining FC Cincinnati, you know, touching on the 2018 team, like I mean, that's the very first trophy, right, in FC Cincinnati history, right? And it will
MVP for you as
forever go
well.
down. Yeah, MVP as well. So, like, can you just walk us through that season for you, not only just for the club, but also like for MVP season and everything? 16 goals, 16 assists, double digits, right? So, kind of walk us through that.
That was an amazing session. But from the beginning, that was an amazing season. Sorry, that was an amazing season. But from the beginning, from the preseason, right? I remember that the first couple of days we went to Miami to make the preseason, to Florida, sorry, to Florida to make the preseason. And then King Cooning was mad because he was thinking about that I was coming to take his position, right? And then the first couple of sessions was like he was so mad, but he gets so quick to get mad. And then another thing is he's falling in love with Ronaldo, and I'm from Argentina. He hate Messi. So everybody say to me, go say to Danny that Messi is better than Ronaldo. And then that was so funny.
Oh, that's
But
amazing.
yeah. And then one day he understand, and then me too, that we two together were the best. So the first day at home, the first home game, I just give an agreement to him. I just say to him, listen, what I'm going to do is kill myself working so hard to provide you an assist, like a chance of goal. Just put it in. This is the agreement that I have to you. And then he say, deal. From that moment, I'm start running a lot. Every single space, attack the space, making pressure, try to make a chance to him to make him score goals. And then that was a connection because he been doing the same thing, right? He was killing himself to try to help me to score goals. That's what a family. I say every time that people ask me about that year, that was the first time in my career that I just before jumping into the field, I just look at my teammates and say, we are going to win. You can put down there Barcelona. We are going to win no matter what. No matter what, because we were a family, you know. The ego, no chance. It wasn't there. The ego wasn't there. Like no egos in the change room. Everybody in the same page, right? Everybody in the same page. Nobody's complaining about anything. We just were a family. And that was the most important thing, you know. We have a captain, Decol Kanan.
Mm-hmm.
He was playing Champions League.
Mm-hmm.
He was the most like humble guy inside in the changing room. And that's why the chemistry was amazing, right? I'm scoring the goals, right? And then I'm playing an amazing games. But because of my teammates, Magic Corbin Bond, I put Magic to him, right? I love him. It was so easy for me to play because of him. I had behind me Justin Hoyte.
Mm-hmm.
No chance, no stress, because I've been playing with Justin and then I know him. And then if you have Justin Hoyte behind me, play as a right back, just give me the ball, have fun. And that's what was the connection too between me and him. He said to me, I give you the ball to you and have fun, man. And just cover yourself. Yeah, have fun. And then from the other side, I know that I have Jimmy McCracken, another one. I call him the Justin Bieber of Cincinnati, because every time you say Jimmy McCracken, all the ladies, you know, but all the kids ladies, yeah, that's what I call him, the Justin Bieber of Cincinnati.
That's funny.
Like King Kuning, Kenny Walker in the middle. We have a Forrest Lasso in the back. We have a Blake in the left side. We have Mike LaHood, Taylor Gateson. We have Nashmi Abadawi. We have an amazing players, right? Amazing players. And then I have a lot of other players. Paddy, you know, the Pitbull. So
Eddie Barrett,
yeah,
right? Yep.
Yeah, we have an amazing team. And then I was having that feeling, you know, before we jump into the field, it's gonna be so easy today. Come on.
Right.
Why? You know, why I'm feeling like that. And then when we jump into the field, the fans, friends of ours, say to me, it's so boring to watch a game like that. Yeah, for you it's boring because we have the ball. For us, it's a miracle, like boom, 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 keep the ball all the time, make them run and create situations and then create the goals.
It was fun to watch, Manu.
Yeah.
I mean, that year was magical. You guys went on an unbelievable run. Some goals that you had just stand out like as one of my all-time moments, you know, in watching soccer, honestly. But just seeing like the connection you guys have too. I mean, for all of you guys to be club ambassadors, it speaks volume to how you said like you're a family, you know, and for all of you guys now to give back your time and energy to the club. I mean, that speaks volume, like you said, with Justin Hoyte, you know, and with Jimmy and you know, all of those guys that care so much and now giving back. So we want you to touch on, you know, your Manu Ledesma Academy and then joining the UPSL, United Premier Soccer League. What made you want to create the Academy, number one, and then ultimately the team as well?
So for the Academy, yeah, I just want to say something that the people, sometimes people forget it, right? Because now we are in the MLS. So we, 2018 team, we were the first team who won the title in the club.
Right.
Yes, sir.
That's right, man.
You can do whatever you want, but when you check in the history of the club, we were the first one. Yeah. And then I be the first one, the first MVP of the club.
Yes,
right?
sir.
The people can forget it. I don't know. They don't forget it, but some of them, yeah. They think that the club started in 2019. No. The club was starting before 2016, right? And 2018, we made an amazing year, right? And then we put in that beautiful stadium, which is Nipper Stadium, 32,000 people down there.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, that just to clarify. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that's very important. Yeah, because some people doesn't know. But yeah,
no, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right. I mean, and that's why I said is like that's what started, you know, the fandom of all of it and where we're at now because you guys laid that groundwork.
Yeah, I know. We working so hard to win that title, right? And then I'm still in that field celebrating. I remember that. Yeah, without like orange jersey, I am still there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, now we're talking about academy. Yeah, so just sorry.
No,
Hey, all
it's
good.
good.
Love to
It's good.
reminisce, man. I will always talk about that 2018 year, like anytime.
Yeah, that was an amazing year. Yeah, I remember that when we play the friendly game against Espanyol
Hmm.
home. That was an amazing game too. Yeah, big memories. I have a big memory, but I have a big memories with the fans too.
Hmm.
That was a little lady. She said to me, I was signing. I don't want to make it too long, but I just
No, yeah.
Oh, you're good.
thinking, yeah, it was a little lady just was signing right after the game, take a picture, chat with the fans, and then one little lady said to me, "You are my hero." And then I said, "Oh, thank you very much. That's amazing." Right? And her mom say, she was through a cancer, like
Mm.
she was dealing with a cancer, and then she now is okay. She's is cancer is go away, so cancer free. And then I said to her, "I'm your hero? No, you are my
You're my
hero.
hero. Yeah.
Yeah, you already win." She was like 9 year old, 8 year old, something like that, or maybe not. And then I think that day we play with a yellow jersey for the cancer,
Mm.
right? And then I say to the mom and to the lady, "Can you stay here?" And then I ending up all the way down, right?
Mm.
And they've been waiting down there. I have the video of that. And then on the way back, he just come in. And then it was a security guy down there, it was my friend. It is my friend. And then I say, "Come on, jump into the field." And she gave me a big hug, right? And then I take my jersey off and then I give it to her and say, "You are my hero. You already
Right.
win."
Yeah.
So that's the memories that I take in, right? That's a pure goal, right? Some people don't understand that
Mhm.
the important thing in this club, you need to understand that in this club, you don't play just for the club, you play for the fans.
Hmm.
As soon as you understand that, you are going to be succeed. What that means, take care of the fans.
Mhm. Yeah.
So for us, when I was a player, right? And then I'm still a player. I'm still playing for the UPSL. We are going to talk about that in the future. But I just take an hour and a half, right? And then it was the most beautiful hour and a half that I had because doesn't matter the result, the game, whatever. Have 5 minutes with a child or with a fan. Take a picture. Talk to them. Ask, like having a conversation. For me, it was amazing, right? Doesn't change that much, but for them, it was,
Means everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
it means everything. And then that's what my wife, she say to me, "I'm sitting here every home game, and then I see you every time you stay 2 hours taking picture, talking, whatever. And then what I see is all the same people all the time." I say, "Yes." And
Got
she
to.
say,
Yeah.
"Why?" And then because that 5 minutes for us doesn't change anything. After the game, we go back home. I go to the bed. I have nothing to do. So for them, 5 minutes for the kids, taking a smile from the kids. That is the most rewarding thing that we can get it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the most beautiful thing, right? Because sometimes you play a bad game, you have a bad game, you lost, and then that thing is like take care of that bad moment.
Mhm. Yeah,
You
absolutely.
realize that without like a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, you can change everything. Right? That's why for me, as soon as you come to this club, you need to understand that you don't play for the club, you play for a whole city, fun. And then if you understand that, they're going to support you no matter what.
I mean, right now,
And
Manu, like we're going through a tough stretch. I mean, that's so well said.
we'll
Like with
clip that, Ryan.
what we
Every
have.
every
Yeah.
time we get a new signing, we'll clip that
Oh
and we'll
yeah.
send it to him and be like, "Hey, you want to be a part of FC Cincinnati?
Right.
This is what
Right.
man who says you got to
Well,
do."
and
Like,
like we were talking Sam last episode, like with kind of rough patches that we go through, like you have to keep that in mind, and with new players that come in, like the people that are there and like you guys set that precedent for it. Like this is what it means to play for this club and not for the city and for the team or whatever, but for the fans too. And so
Yeah.
I think that's a great perspective on that. And obviously it sounds like why, we're going to talk about it here, but with your academy and probably why you're doing it, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing my academy because I think that our mentality in Argentina is different about soccer, right? About soccer. And then that's why we have the best players in the world, because of the winning mentality, right? You have to, everything become from here first. You have to, that's what I'm saying. Dream big if you can. Dream so big because it's free, right? You don't have to pay for that. So what I'm saying is dream without goals is just a dream. So if you're going to dream, you have to go for it. Okay? You have to go for it. Because if you, I was a poor guy, like no money, nothing. And then I reached the highest level. It's because it was my dream, right? Every single second of my life, in the good moments, in the bad moments, same dream. Okay? And then that's what I trying to talk to my guys here. So this winter, this is so funny. This winter, we prepare a team to compete in a tournament, which is Fulcrum 5, right? 5v5. I have a guys, 12-year-old, 11, 12-year-old, and 13, yeah. 12 and 13. And we make a team, and the first four game of the tournament, we lost them. They kill us. But completely kill us. I remember the games that they come out crying. Most of the guys crying. My son, he was playing too, Benjamin. But I used that to show them that it's a process that you need to respect. Okay? If nothing become like that, no. You have to working on it, okay? And then I say to them, life, soccer, boom, together, same thing. So most of the parents get a little bit mad, and I understand, because we lost him, right? And then I say to them, not to the parents, to the kids, you need to understand that the player is not about the last cleats, best socks, shingles, tattoos, earrings, whatever, haircut, whatever. No, it's not that. You watching the wrong videos. No chance. The player become from inside, from your mentality, right? How you approach the game, right? If you approach the game with the right mentality, you are going to be succeed no matter what. So we start to building up how they need to play to be better, and then I start to working in the passing drills, and then working together. But the most important thing that I say to them, they laughing, they play with me now. I say, every time 5 guys jumping inside there, I need the brothers, right? I need the brothers. Like, fight for each other in the good way, in the positive way. Don't do stupid things. So be together, fight for each other, run for each other, and you will see the progress. So we start working. And then from one day to another one, they start apply what we been practice on the practice day, right? They just keep the ball. And then I say to them, I get the ball and say, if you run with the ball all the time, you're going to get tired. But if you make the ball run, the ball never get tired. So it's a logic. So make the ball run, just stop and pass, move around, and that's it, right? They start to apply that, and then we start to getting better. One day, they show me the character inside there. Everybody fighting. Nobody was scary. Everybody was like control and pass, move, control and pass, move, make the opposite team run, sorry, and then start to act like a team.
Awesome.
And then, and then from that moment, we win, I don't know if it's 12 or 13 games in a row.
Wow.
We become a champions.
Wow.
Right? That was incredible, because I say to the parents at the end when we winning, I say, if I say to you that today we are going to win the championship, at the beginning, you say to me, you are a liar. Right? I keep quiet. I see all the tears around, and then I take it like me, it's my problem. We gotta fix this. But now everybody's happy. And then I say to the kids, this is a very beautiful lesson, life lesson. Like sometimes the life can be very, very tough, right? It's up to you to quit or keep moving forward. So we need to respect the process, listening, respect the process, and then wait, right? Now, at the beginning, you have been crying because you've been losing, right? Now you're crying because you're winning.
Winning,
Yeah.
right?
Right?
Big difference.
So, yeah. So keep believing you, keep moving forward, keep trusting yourself. The parents at the end say, thank you very much. One of the parents said to me, you bring to my son something that he were losing, like the inspiration, the
That's awesome.
mentality, and then never give up, never quit.
Yeah.
And then I say to him, that's what we've been working for. I know Manu sometimes is crazy and shouting and stop the train station and try to. That's the way that they need to learn,
For a reason, yeah.
And yeah. And then I say to them, you got the talent. You got the talent. Soccer is so simple. You make it so complicated. Simple. Pass and move. Pass and move. Right. Control. Pass and move. That's it. That's why we growing up as academy, and now we have the UPSL teams, which I'm part of the team, not a coach. I'm going to play.
Back into it.
Yes. Because you know why? I'm still have the same dream, right? Succeed. That same child, when I was started, and then when I play like in Europe, and when I play in Cincinnati, in USL, MLS, it's the same guy. The thing never changed, right? The only thing that is changing maybe the size of the fans around, but I don't mind. I still loving to play with my friends. I play with the same intensity if I play with a professional team, with a semi-professional team. The mentality is the same. Nothing changed, right?
Yeah, football is football.
Yeah, football is football. Thank you very much, because soccer is a little bit confusing, but football is football, yes. No matter where. When I play with my friends, I say to them when I go to Argentina and holidays, yeah, we play easily. No,
you played it.
I'm started easily, yeah. But when I see the game is a little bit tight, I need to push a little bit more because I want to win, right?
Yep.
So yeah, that's the thing. Doesn't matter the field, the stadium. Right. No, it's the same feeling inside. It's the same ball, same rules.
Yep.
And we can play in the same sport.
Yep. For those that are listening, I'm sure we'd all love to go see Manu play again. I believe your first game is going to be on April 6th, which is away.
Yes.
First home game is going to be on April 12th, and this is going to be down at Xavier. So if you guys want to go and check out Manu back on the field, hitting some bangers maybe from outside the box like he used to do, that mentality is going to be there. Whether in your academy, on your team, you're going to see that, and you're going to see a winning team, for him. Manu, we thank you again for joining us tonight, giving us your story. Where can the listeners follow you and your academy, if you want to shout that out real quick?
So my Instagram is lede.manu18, right? And then the academy is Manu Ledesma Academy. So this is the two social media. You can find me in X, Facebook, Instagram, or
or anytime you see him at TQL, just
anytime. Or anytime that you see me in the TQL, yes.
Or in the Kroger, aisle,
whatever. Manu is wherever, yeah.
Manu, thanks again, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much for this time. This is amazing. We have an amazing conversation, and this is just a little bit of my whole history.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we'll have you on again.
Yeah. We have to keep moving forward and then get another one. Yes. Thank you very much for this opportunity. God bless you guys. Thank you very much.